All right, sorry about the delay. Big patch and me getting distracted reading all the patch notes. I'm gonna try and Cliff's Notes it. There's a lot! There's a lot! So yeah, welcome back to Warframe Wednesdays. I'm your intrepid Tenno Fraggoth, and today we're doing some Warframe. So, update 32 just dropped. The Origin System's newest savior is back. Free from his Narmer shackles, Call 175 returns with a personal mission to save his brothers with a capital B. But he can't do it alone. Introducing the Veilbreaker quest. A continuation of the new war from the Eye of Call, determined to free his comrades from the Narmer stronghold. The Veilbreaker quest is available to those who have completed the new war. Upon completion of the solo Veilbreaker quest, new adventures await you. Call's Garrison, a camp fit for Call and his brothers. Customize strategize, and de-narmerize, all while earning your way to new rewards and systems. Archon hunts. Take on advanced battles against the Archons to obtain Archon shards and more. Some power creep may apply. Archon shards. Infusing your Warframes with these shards will offer permanent buffs to a variety of stats. They're like socketing gemstones from Diablo. What else can you expect in this update? The 50th Warframe Styanax is here. Styanax never wonders how many enemies he will face, only where he can find them. Complete your arsenal with his signature spear gun, Aphentis. Protea Caladrius skin, accompanied by Dacrit Tonkor skin and Monitivus Throne Weapon skin. 4 new Void Shell skins for Styanax, Excalibur, Wukong, and Nova. A plethora of weapons, cosmetics, and more. And Veilbreaker also brings an abundance of quality of life changes. Syndicate system changes make your Syndicate pledge to forego sigil equipping. Starter Warframe reworks. Excalibur, Mag, and Volt are refreshed. They've done some tweaks. I'll go over them. Area of effect changes, bringing in strategic choices to AoE weapon usage. Read nerfs. They needed them, okay? And they don't go far enough. In my opinion. I mean, they just don't. Like, they're still going to be dominant. Spear gun rework, an overhaul of the core mechanics of what makes spear guns unique. They're better now, just quality of life. They're not as clunky. Amp gilding changes, max final stats available right upon crafting to reduce leveling friction. So now you will very easily forget to gild them in order to get mastery. I don't know that I agree with that. Don't get me wrong, I think them having different stats before and after was dumb, but I also think, like, if you're going to make it so that the initial leveling isn't going to have the mastery gained from it, you should probably have a reminder there that says, hey, by the way, you haven't gotten the mastery for this, even though you clearly leveled it up to 30. Whatever. Riven system changes. Newly acquired Rivens don't count against capacity until you choose to view the Unveiling Challenge. I've got like 10, 20 slots left anyway. And so much more. As you can see, many familiar systems are getting some big and small changes in the name of QOL. We encourage you to take it one change at a time as you absorb everything Veilbreaker brings. We are not weaklings. And we're going to go over most of the changes pretty much pronto and immediately. Why is my phone making noise? Yay, 50%
You have
off.
new
Cool.
quests in your codex.
Okay. So,
What is has
Barrow
received
has a
messages for the
thing.
operator? No, I have not read them.
Oh, yeah. They had talked about this previously. Um, as part of the uh, world state standardization, which is a big step, big step towards cross save, at least cross play eventually. Um, I should probably move my web browser window so I can see messages if people type at me. Um, in an effort.
Ordis has received
Oh my
messages for
God!
the
Shush!
operator.
I'll
No, I have not
rattle
read
your
them.
cage. Um, I lost my train of thought. In an effort to get the world state standardized between all consoles, there we go. In order to have cross save and then later cross play, um, they had to standardize the world state. So way back, when the event was held, was that the what are those called? The Fomorian event. Back when Vahek, if you were on PC at the time, basically sent a fleet of Fomorians to kill the Star Chart hubs, um, the community hubs on the Star Chart, and we had to defend them. And at least on PC, we failed to defend them all because we didn't care, I guess. We saved Pluto and Mercury,
Operator, are you
and
enjoying the view?
that's nice. As far as I'm concerned, the Mercury or the Pluto hub is the only hub worth mentioning most of the time. It's high level, get on my level, scrub. But also Mercury, so all the Lobies have a place to go. There's also Earth. There's also I want to say Mars. There's a bunch. A bunch survived, but a bunch got blowed up. Now they're all back, I guess. Um, I don't know what benefit that really does us other than they're there. And they got rid of some other ones, and I don't know which ones they got rid of. Anyway,
Onward,
and now I have
Avot's messages
Styanax.
make
Good for
me
me.
ill.
I guess we could watch the anime in a minute. It's just an animated cartoon. And then they give me stuff, which is nice. I need the Forma. And 20,000 Endo, that's not so bad. Yay. Can always use 20,000 Endo. I need millions, but actually I don't need millions anymore. I do need hundreds of thousands, though. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's at least 20. At least 20 I still need to max out. Multiply by 40,000, that's, yeah, just shy a million. Call it a million. I need a million endo. It's probably less by now. But hey, we have Styanax. He's the new guy, new frame on the block. Let's watch the Animu now. Nope, we're not doing that. That's through Steam. I don't care. Cool. Or links to a YouTube video, so I could not possibly care less. So that's nice. What do I have here? Nope, I got the form earlier. Nice. Let me get Styanax equipped here, wherever he is. Because why not? So you get Styanax free from now until the 21st of September. So if you have an account, log on and get that. Free Warframe, why not? I believe he comes with his own slot, so you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about buying another one. We're going to do the usual Arcane Energize and probably Aegis. Arcane Aegis is good. Let's see, it's a hyphen, so I'll probably go with Core Proj. And other than that, I'm just going to do like an all-rounder build, because I don't care. Prime Vigor, why not? We could do Prime Sure-Footed, but I don't want to. Let me just throw some more mods on here real quick. Prime Flow. Do want adaptation. I'm running out of room. What do I still need? I still need efficiency and range, preferably. Range, that'll be stretch, and I can go with Augur Reach instead if I really need to. I can also get rid of adaptation if I absolutely have to, although I'd very much rather not. Let me go with regular intensify, and then put on Streamline. And that leaves me with what, 4 points free? Let's see what we got in the 4 points free category. There's not a hell of a lot. Augur Secrets to buff the damage by 4%, who cares? Augur Record is shield capacity, I don't care about that. Power Drift is 2.5. Yeah. Nothing too crazy here. I'll go with Augur Secrets, I think. I just check the letter. Oh, yeah, kid. Augur Secrets. Plop. Okay, so let's go over his abilities. So his passive. Its passive? His passive. Styanax's critical chance increases with his shields and doubles for spear guns. B, B, VC, VCV. Thanks, Brennan Lewis. That was incoherent. Excellent. So the more shields he has, the more crit chance he gets. He's got a bunch of kit that works around overshield gaining. So Axios Javelin is his first ability. Throw an Axios Javelin. When the javelin impales an enemy against a wall, surrounding enemies are pulled into the area and suffer a burst of damage. How quaint. It's crowd control. It does blast damage, so it's terrible. But it has pretty respectable range. That's not too bad. 21 meters? 22-ish. Tharos Strike. Summon Tharos, the shield of Styanax. Swing Tharos to repel enemies and reduce their shields and armor. Styanax regenerates health for every enemy struck. The reducing of armor is going to be important later. Okay, so if you're a bot, you're definitely being incoherent. I don't want to have to ban people. VC, 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 dot, VC. Okay. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on in YouTube chat right now. I'll figure it out. Rally points. Draw enemy attention to Styanax. It's aggro control, ladies and gents. His resolve uplifts him and nearby allies, regenerating the squad's energy over time. Styanax and his allies also regenerate shields for every kill assist they contribute. So he becomes a burly boy. And then Final Stand. Exude might and valor, rise into the air, and throw a barrage of javelins. The javelins deal damage to nearby enemies wherever they land. Direct hits to enemies deal greater damage, as you would expect. And it's slash damage, so beefy damage procs. No I'm dot hyphen. I get the sense that there's a technical issue there. Let's read their passive tips. What on earth is this? Oh, operator abilities. Don't care about that. I've got that set. Styanax's passive increase to critical chances based on total shields, including overshields. Equip mods that increase shield capacity and generate overshields with a rally point or other Warframe abilities for maximum effect. Axios Javelin can be thrown in rapid succession to create multiple vortex points, helping to control the battlefield. If an enemy is not near any walls, throw an Axios Javelin from above and pin them to the floor. The floor is a wall. Gather enemies using Axios Javelin and cast Tharos Strike against the group to effectively strip them of their defensives and heal Styanax. Final Stand can also be cast to smite the remaining foes. That's nice. Rally Point draws enemy attention to Styanax, cast near teammates while drawing fire, and quickly bring down the enemy to regenerate allies' shields and hold the line. Rally Point's bonuses apply to each teammate in range at the time of casting. Teammates do not need to stay near Styanax to continue regenerating energy and shields, so kinda like Gara. Kinda sorta. Kinda sorta like Gara, and the buff she can provide. Except it's to your team in an area around you on first cast. Can you refresh that? Good luck getting anybody to come close enough to you consistently to do that, but, you know, team play. It's a lost art. No, 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 I. This is the most chat I've gotten in my text chat ever, and it is I think somebody having issues with their phone. I'm not sure. Styanax is vulnerable during final stand. Cast it from a safe distance or combine it with rally point for added shield protection. Because you hover in the air, chucking sticks like a dink. Styanax's airborne position can be shifted slightly during final stand using movement inputs. Combine with Spear's explosion to hunt down enemies behind cover. Okay. So that's Styanax. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to alt tab over here. And I'm going to read some patch notes. I'm going to try and condense these as best I can. I meant to take liner notes that I would read from. I didn't. So you're just going to have to bear with me. Sorry. So, first things first, and we are going to do the quest today. That's the plan. Um, After you do the quest and you have Call's Garrison available, uh, his stuff isn't going to be a bunch of the stuff isn't going to be available until next week. Specifically, his Garrison, and I guess everything associated with that. So we won't have that, but we do have the quest and whatever immediate rewards it grants. Archon hunts, however, will be available, and that's where frame-based power creep is. They've got, let's see, let's see. They provide stat boosts. Again, they act like socketing gems in Diablo, or insert Diablo type game here that has gems that have a stat boost associated with them. You do it on your Warframes. You have 5 slots to work with, and I think you can pick the buff from a list per shard. And you have Tau something shards. Yeah, you have 3 types of shards. You have Azure Archon shards, Crimson Archon shards, and Amber Archon shards. Azure shards provide defensive stats. Crimson shards provide offensive stats, and Amber shards provide utility stats. There are also, is it Tau Forged? Tau Forged Archon shards, which have like a 20% or something percent. Yeah. No, no, no. No, the Tau Forged status increase. Tau Forged shards have a 1.5x multiplier on the base shards stats. So you want Tau Forged shards. You can also buy the shards once the garrison is available, I guess, but that's not available yet. It looks like the Archon hunts basically work like sorties. I think you can do one a day, or is it one a week? Archon changes. The final mission of an Archon hunt will always... No, 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 no. I want before that. Here we go. Only one Archon hunt is available each week. Okay. So it's one a week. And it is power creep. You can unsocket these gems. I don't know how that's done yet. I assume it's done through Helminth. I don't know if you get to keep the thing afterwards. Each frame can have 5 of them. Let's see. We'll get into that after we've actually done one of those, because then I think things will be more clear. We're going to skip past the Styanax bit. We've been over that. Do 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 do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. New ephemera. Cool, cool, cool. The Protea cosmetic pack. The, what is it called? Caladrius collection. Some new Tenogen stuff, and then we get to the bit that's going to take me a while to get through, which is the QOL changes. I'm going to try and narrow these down to the real big ones. And they are pretty big. Okay, so let's go to the starter Warframe ability changes. So Excalibur, Mag, and Volt have had some tweaks. Excalibur's slash dash, they've reworked chain targeting to pick the next best target after each slash instead of at the start. So it just calculates every time you hit an enemy, basically, instead of being like, oh, you're going to hit these guys. Invalid targets aren't removed from the list of potential targets as they may become valid again at some point, re-entering line of sight or being at a closer distance. Damage is now 100% slash, guaranteeing a slash status effect. Increased overall speed when dashing between enemies. Increased active targeting of extra units. Can now be cancelled by jumping or dodging, so I'll be cancelling them by accident 24/7. Reduced the slashing animation, so it's quicker. Improved in-air slash dashing animations, so it's a little less awkward. You like kind of go over their head. Updated the FX with accompanying Excalibur Phantom Trail after performing slash dash, so you too can have after images with mass. Radial Javelin also got tweaked, removed the cap on enemies that could be hit by Rad Jav. Prior to the change, there was a limit of the number of enemies Rad Jav could hit, so, for example, not an accurate number, even if 15 enemies were in range, it would only hit 10. Now it hits absolutely everything in range, so long as it's within line of sight. They don't mention that, but I'm mentioning it. It adds a guaranteed slash status effect, and the javelins themselves are visually bigger, and they will now visually aim for the chest. All right, Mag. Mag's passive no longer requires you to bullet jump to pull pickups toward her, so I guess she has vacuum on by default. Cool. Pull now creates a mini vortex when casting, which gathers enemies in front of Mag. Polarized shards on the ground will also be pulled into this vortex. Helminth changed Mag's pull to now have diminished range when infused. Was 25 meters at max, now is 12.5. Because, that ability really needed to get nerfed like that. Because so many people, I'm sure, so many people were using that as an infused ability. I mean literally everyone. Don't you? Don't you? I mean, yeah, okay. It needed the okay. Whatever. Whatever. Moving along. It was good pocket CC. I'm not gonna lie. It was good pocket CC and its augment wasn't bad. The loot magnet. Magnetize. Shards from Polarize are pulled into the magnetized bubble, including shards orbiting Mag. Charged magnetize absorb shards increase its damage by 500 for each one. Scales with ability strength. Increase the angle of protective cast from 80 to 100 degrees across all ranks. Unified range values across all ranks. Fancy FX. Polarize got changed. Shards are now significantly larger and hover above the ground, making them much easier to see. Shards within 3 meters of Mag now orbit her, inflicting slash or puncture status effect to nearby enemies. Unified range and duration across all ranks. Crush, unified range. All right, Volt. So Mag is a bit better. Mag was already pretty good. Mag's a bit better now, a bit easier to use. Volt is passive. Increase the points of electricity damage added for every 1 meter traveled from 5 to 10. Yay. Updated the passive to also include bonus damage to shock on attacks that bounce. Cool. Shock reduced cost from 25 to 15 energy. Unified range across all ranks to 15 meters. I assume that's modified by power range as well. Speed. Increased base speed from 50% to 75%. Increased duration from 5 to 10 seconds to 9 to 12 seconds. That's better. Longer duration is nice. Increased reload speed buff from 17.5% to 25%. That's very nice. Unified the range for all ranks to 25 meters. Coolio. Electric shield. All changes below are specific to its carrying mechanic. Because when you plop down a shield as Volt, you can pick it up and carry it around. Removed speed reduction while carrying the shield. Nice. Removed energy drain every 4 meters traveled while carrying the shield. Nicer. Removed secondary weapon restriction. Primary and melee weapons can now be used while carrying the shield. Cool. Updated sound effects for picking up and dropping. Yeah. Discharge. Unified electric pulse range to 20 meters across all ranks. And electric arc radius to 8 meters. All right, general Warframe changes. This is going to make some people upset. But if you've played Warframe for a couple years, you probably can guess why some of these changes were made, specifically this first one. Wukong. If you don't know what's coming, you'll guess. Celestial Twin changes. Wukong is a top performer as a mobile and tanky Warframe. Celestial Twin has had the ability to effortlessly carry players through most content thanks to the Twin doing a lot of the heavy lifting. In an effort to encourage a more harmonious work relationship between Wukong and his Twin, we have made the following below adjustments. Overall damage of Celestial Twin has been halved, but marking enemies with your ability button still offers a 3x damage boost against marked targets. Yay! Celestial Twin is vulnerable to self-stagger from its own weapon. Yikes. As the Twin shares your Wukong's loadout, this can be bypassed by adjusting your mods accordingly. So, the whichever one. What is it called?
Excellent armaments, operator.
Primed Sure-Footed.
Please
If you've got
return
Primed Sure-Footed,
covered in blood.
no problem.
Save
Or that
yourself.
one mod for primary weapons that reduces that. I need to get my web browser back up so I can keep reading this. I really hope he's not trying to insert malicious code. If he is, I'm not seeing it. Just vcvc.a. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Celestial Twin is vulnerable to self-stagger. Wukong and his Celestial Twin now share an ammo pool. That's another biggie. Ammo that is picked up by either you or your Celestial Twin is shared between you. Upon running out of ammo for a specific weapon, the Twin will either swap to a weapon in your loadout that does have ammo, or swap to melee when completely out. The Twin will also search out ammo pickups. Prior to this change, Celestial Twin had an infinite ammo pool, which allowed for the use of high-impact, low-ammo weapons, such as the Brahma, to be used far outside the weapon's balance intentions, unless, of course, you had, ammo mutation, which you did. You did. You absolutely had ammo mutation on there. It's the Kuva Brahma. It's got an extra slot. It's got more than enough room for it. You had ammo mutation on that puppy. Since your twin now inherits your loadout, a more active role is encouraged to maintain its effectiveness. Made several HUD adjustments to Wukong's Celestial Twin Defy icons so that they are not stretched or overlap other UI elements. I didn't know they were doing that. I don't play Wukong much. Primal Fury changes. Melee stance has been reworked to modern standards. Bigger hits in the combos now have larger damage multipliers built in. Added a short duration vortex pull at the end of his forward combo when he slams the floor. Does not scale with ability strength. What? I hope they mean just the pull and not the whole thing, because, scaling with ability damage would be kind of the point. Revenant's Mesmer skin changes. I was scared when I first saw this. It's not a problem. Now grants 1 second of invulnerability after a charge is consumed. So it got buffed. It's even better than it was. The addition of the Overguard effect, the Overguard to, what are they called? Eximus units. Affected the efficiency of Mesmer Skin, as rapid-fire overguarded enemies would melt through their Mesmer Skins and remain unaffected by the incoming sleep effect. To bring this ability closer to its original intention, Mesmer Skin will now grant 1 second of invulnerability after a charge is consumed. This gives players time to react to these powerful units before taking their full damage. Then they have a change for Mace's Ballistic Battery. We don't care, it's the worst ability in the game. Augment buffs. Some of these don't even look like buffs, to be honest. They look just like tweaks or changes. I don't know. Loki's Safeguard Switch was after teleporting with an ally, they'll be invulnerable for 6 seconds, and now it offers half the invulnerability time for Loki and cleanses status on both targets when switching. And it adds a HUD icon for invulnerability, which is nice. Oh, 1 sec. Sorry about that. Mag's Fracturing Crush. Used to be that survivors had their armor decreased by 50% and became unable to move for 7 seconds. Now, augment functions are unchanged, but casting speed is increased by 50%. So it's speedy. Mesa's Staggering Shield. Used to reflect bullets. Reflected bullets gained a 50% chance of staggering enemies. Now, the augment function is unchanged, but reflected bullet stagger chance now scales with ability strength, up to 100% stagger if you have 200% plus ability strength. Mesa's Ballistic Bullseye used to apply a 100% status chance bonus to the shot based on the amount charged, and now it gains a plus 50% final critical chance bonus based on amount charged. Necrosis Soul Survivor now doesn't consume all your energy to cast, and it also adds 2 seconds of invulnerability to the revived player to protect them during the standing animation. Neja's Pyroclastic Flow got buffed. It has Forced Heat proc on the trail after it's activated and does more damage. Nidus's Insatiable used to provide a 60% chance of generating an additional mutation stack whenever he gained one while standing in Ravenous Infection. And now the chance to gain extra stacks scales with power strength, and chances higher than 100% have a chance to give multiple mutation stacks. 150% is guaranteed one bonus mutation and 50% to get a second. I assume they mean 250. Nidus's Larva Burst was used to inflict 300 toxin damage in a 5-meter range, and now it's basically doubled. 600 toxin damage and 8-meter range, so it's just better. Neutron Star now. All remaining particles will seek out enemies and deal 240 heat damage instead of blast, which is nice, with a guaranteed heat status effect to foes within 16 meters. Particles from Neutron Star have a doubled seek radius to find targets compared to Null Star. Eh. I didn't use it much. Antimatter Absorb for Nova. Now absorbs enemy bullets within 5 meters, increasing damage when it explodes. Acted as a nice wall, now it's a better wall. Nyx's Pacifying Bolts. Uh, Affected enemies will be confused for 10 seconds, which is what it did before, and it creates an additional 3 bolts now, so it's a buff. Octavia's Partitioned Mallet. Allows for 2 simultaneous mallets, each with 50% reduced range, but now core augment function remains unchanged, but the range for the simultaneous mallets is increased to 80%, so it is a lot less painful to use. Revenant's Blinding Reeve used to, the fog would blind them for 10 seconds. The augment function is unchanged, but it's gained 40% range with the augment, so that's cool. Reinforcing Stomp. Iron Skin health is restored by 4% for each enemy affected. The value of health restored no longer scales with ability strength. The percentage of Iron Skin health restored is based on the peak value of Iron Skin following ability cast and invulnerability period. This change should help this augment scale better in higher level missions, instead of using flat health values. Yeah, that will. Because before it did like 80 or 100. Yeah, 80 for each enemy affected, which was nothing. It was nothing. You gained nothing from it. So now you gain more. Because gaining 80 out of your pool of, say, 20,000 if you're going for a moderately high strength build, kind of pathetic. But now it does 4% of that 20,000, so it's a lot better. All right, Rhino's Piercing Roar. Now, enemies within 25 meters will be knocked down and suffer 10 stacks of puncture status. Roar can be recast. Additionally, increases Roar's range by 40%. Ooh, that's nice. 40% range buff? Heck yeah. Oberon's Hallowed Reckoning. Area of effect range increased to 3 meters, which scales with ability range. Enemy damage increased to 300 damage per second. Additionally, increases the range of reckoning by 30%. I assume this also still has the increase to ally armor? Yes. It doesn't say it doesn't. Alright, so armor got tweaked. Specifically, armor stripping got tweaked. So what's happened to armor strip? What armor strip used to do is if you cast an ability that did armor stripping, that didn't get rid of all their armor in one go, it would take off, say it did like 50% of their armor, and then the second time you cast it, it would do 50% of their remaining armor, so you got them down to 25%, so you had diminishing returns. Now it just does 50% again, so they go down to nothing much quicker. They also generally increased the armor reduction from abilities that strip armor. Frost's Avalanche went from 40% to 60% and made the armor reduction permanent, which is nice, I guess. Frost's Avalanche can now reduce armor from targets even if they are immune to crowd control abilities. So I guess Eximus units and bosses? Necros' Terrify armor reduction went from 20% to 60%. Oberon's Reckoning armor reduction went from 30% to 50%. Changed Banshee's Sonic Fracture augment armor reduction to be permanent. Mag's Fracturing Crush augment armor reduction went from 50% to 75%. It removed the 80% cap per cast and changed the armor reduction to be permanent, and increased Trinity's Abating Link augment armor reduction from 45% to 60%. All right, now we get to the big one. And this is going to make some people upset, but I'm like, yay, finally, a dent. Area of effect weapon changes. Ooh, am I random? How's everyone able to download update? By opening up my Warframe launcher, and it just got to work. It could be that they're under siege right now. They could be besieged with a lot of people logging in. I may have gotten lucky because it just worked. I think I started it shortly after it began, shortly after it dropped. So it could be just they have a lot of people trying to log in. So area of effect weapon changes are pretty big. Personally, I don't know that they go far enough. But this section I will read in detail because it's admittedly lengthy, but it's also fairly important. And not all of the changes are actually nerfs, because they involve some systemic changes to everything. So, area of effect weapons are a pretty dominant aspect of Warframe gameplay, especially affected by the removal of self-damage a few years ago. We want AoE weapons to feel impactful, but we feel their current state needs adjustment. Before we get into the specific what of the changes to AoE, let's talk about the broad why of these changes. There are three core reasons. 1. Can this be automated? Currently, some explosive weapons and playstyles remove the need to aim or otherwise care about your surroundings. This doesn't fit the automated category perfectly, but we want such impactful weapons to require more consideration and tactical decision making than currently exists. 2. Is this overly dominant? Warframe is a game full of very powerful tactics, but problems arise when players feel forced to use specific choices. The top 5 most popular weapons are all AoE, accounting for 47% of all weapon usage at high mastery rank. AoE usage stats. In situations where efficiency is important, some would say you aren't playing correctly if you are not utilizing these choices, which some players don't necessarily find fun. Hear, hear. I've been yelled at for that. I use it, I mean, and this is coming from a guy who loves things that go boom. Like, I've used launchers since they were a thing in Warframe, back when they killed you. So I'm happy to see nerfs coming. It's important because that's literally all anybody uses, myself included. Number 3, Is this playstyle disruptive to other players? A majority of sessions are played co-op, so ideally everybody gets a chance to play. We've reached a point where players are asking us to change these weapons because they leave so little for others to do. With our motivations clear, we can now get into specifics. We approached this change in a multitude of ways. Ammo changes, which includes ammo pickup and holster speed buffs and mod changes. Headshot damage changes. Primed fulmination and primed firestorm rebalancing. And new steel path missions, which doesn't seem like it should be in this section, but alright. Whoop-de-doo. Ammo changes. We understand the power fantasy of these weapons is very popular for some, so our first approach was to keep them powerful but limit how often they can be used by making changes to ammo pickup. Ammo pickup. Ammo drop types have been simplified to primary, secondary, and heavy ammo. We have eliminated the sniper and shotgun ammo types. Ammo pickup is also a new property on every weapon. It indicates the amount of ammo you get when picking up an ammo box. We also increased the base ammo pickup values as follows. Primary went from 60 to 80, and secondary went from 20 to 40. Ammo pickup overrides. The following weapons now have ammo pickup overrides, meaning they gain less from picking up ammo. This mostly applies to AoE weapons, in hopes that players will become more deliberate with their aim to make the most of their ammo pools. The following lists the specific ammo pickup overrides per weapon category. Suffice it to say, if it's a big honkin' boomy gun, it's been reduced to 1 ammo per pickup. So that includes Kuva Brahma, Kuva Ogress, Kuva Tsar, Lens, Proboscis Cernos, and Proboscis Cernos. 3 ammo per pickup applies to the Tonkor and Kuva Tonkor. 4 ammo per pickup applies to the Tenet Envoy. 5 ammo per pickup, the Carmine Penta, Penta, Sakura Penta, and Ogress. So they nerfed the Kuva Ogress more than the regular Ogress. That's fine, I guess. 9 ammo per pickup for the Tsar, 10 ammo per pickup for the Torrid, 15 ammo per pickup on the, oh my god, absolutely friggin' everything. Archiplasmor, Catchmoon, Primary, Cedo, Cernos, Cernos Prime, Corinth, Corinth Prime, Daiku, Dread, Dragoon, Exorgus, Phalarx, Heck, Comorex, Kuva Chakur, Kuva Dragoon, Drakgoon, Kuva Heck, Lanka, Mark 1 Paris, Mark 1 Strun, Mutilus Cernos, Paris, Paris Prime, Phantasma, Rakta Cernos, Rubico, Rubico Prime, Sancti Tigris, Simulor, Sporothrix, Spore Lacer Primary, Snipetron, Snipetron Vandal, Sobex, Sinoid Simulor, Strun, Strun Prime, Strun Wraith, Tenet Archiplasmor, Tegris, Tigris Prime, Vacor Heck, Vectis, Vectis Prime, Volcar, and Volcar Wraith. 20 ammo per pickup on the Tombfinger primary, 40 ammo per pickup on the Exceltra, Aeolek, Alternax. I'm just going to skip the rest of these. Primary weapons with ammo regen. Absolutely, single target gang. Primary weapons with ammo regen rates overrides. Basmu went from 42 per second to 10.5 per second. Bubonico from 9 per second to 4.5 per second. Flux Rifle from 40 per second to 24 per second. Fulmin from 30 per second to 20 per second. Shadu from 28 per second to 3.5 per second. So a lot of regenerating ammo weapons got hit. You're going to spend a lot more time reloading. The Shadu in particular got slapped, but it probably deserved it because it was easy to spam. I'm going to skip the rest of these, but suffice to say for the secondaries, it's pretty much the same general idea. Shotguns didn't get nerfed too horribly. Things that went boom and covered a wide area got nerfed pretty hard. Kastanas and the Pox and the Talons got hit. They're 4 ammo per pickup, 5 ammo per pickup for the Icarius. Kuva Seer got slapped for some reason because so many people use it. Um, I use it, hell. Not lately, but I do. Maximum ammo capacity got tweaked. Let's see. For primaries, Archiplasmor went from 48 to 50. Corinth from 132 to 135. Gaze primary from 400 to 200. Kuva Tsar from 15 to 5 max ammo. Kuva Ogress from 30 to 7. That's probably fair. Kuva Tonkor from 60 to 11. Miter from 72 to 80. I don't think it needed that. But sure, 8 more rounds, why not? Probosa Cernos from 9 to 7. I won't notice the difference. Spore Lacer Primary went from 130 to 60. I will notice that. Oh, wait, the Spore Lacer is... I may not notice that one. I take it back. Tenet Envoy went from 24 to 16. Tombfinger Primary from 540 to 120. Ouch. Vermis Splicer Primary from 226 to 90. I will feel that. Czar from 84 to 60. Secondary weapons Epitaph went from 60 to 40 max ammo. Gaze secondary from 400 to 200 max ammo. Vermis Splicer went from 226. Secondary went from 226 to 90. Secondary weapon ammo regen overrides got swapped on the Cycron and Tenet Cycron from 40 per second to 20 per second. So it's going to take like 2 seconds to regenerate your clip. Mag, whatever. Yeah, I think they're just under siege. Basically the equivalent of being DDoSed at the moment. We reduced the frequency of ammo drops from enemies as well, and made them scale with squad size. So the smaller your squad, the more ammo drops you're going to get. 45% on a 1-player squad, 37.5 on a 2-player, 3-player is 30%, 4-player is 22.5% chance of dropping ammo on regular enemies. And then open world is 60, 52.5, 45, and 37.5 for 1, 2, 3, and 4-player squads, respectively. On average, you'll be getting ammo drops half as often, but most weapons with the aforementioned increase of pickup values receive twice as much. Eximus units will have a guaranteed drop of either primary or secondary ammo, in addition to existing base enemy ammo drops. Boosted chance of Riven Slivers dropping. Steel Path Eximus units have a 2% chance to drop them, and regular Eximus units, not on Steel Path now, have a 2% chance of dropping Riven Slivers, which I forget that I have most of the time. And here we go so a lot of people, myself included, were like, well, okay, we kind of obviate all of this with ammo mutation. Well, they've made the following changes to mods arcanes in light of the above ammo changes. And the stats they have here will be at max rank, so just assume that from here. Rifle ammo mutation now converts secondary ammo pickups to 50% of ammo pickup. Pistol ammo mutation converts primary to 50% of ammo pickup. Shotgun ammo converts secondary ammo pickups to 50%. Sniper ammo converts secondary ammo to 50%. Primary, secondary, merciless arcane removed its plus 100% ammo maximum bonus, which is going to sting for some people, I'm sure. Oh, nice. He's updated. Excellent. That is good to hear on my random. Vigilante Supplies mod now converts secondary ammo pickups to 30% of ammo pickup. And Mirage's Explosive Ledger Domain Augment increases damage dealt from proximity mines created from ammo and orbs from 500 to 1,000. So Explosive Ledger Domain now is an even better nuker build. That's cool. Deployable Ammo Restore now restores 1x for small, 2x for medium, and 3x for large primary and secondary ammo pack pickup amounts every 15 seconds for 60 seconds. They do not mention how this affects Proteus dispensary ability, since that's universal ammo. So I don't know how that'll work. Holster speed, however, so on the practical upside, holster speed is now buffed. Weapon swapping is fast now. It's a lot faster. Like it's basically it's more than twice as fast. Holster speed buffs and mod changes. These changes to ammo encourage swapping between weapons, so we've taken the opportunity to dramatically increase the swapping speed between primary and secondary weapons. The real purpose of your secondary weapon is for it to be a backup to your primary, but with the holster speeds the way they were before, that vision was not realized until now. The downside to this is a lot of things that boosted your holster speed now don't, but they do have other buffs associated with them generally. So, Vigorous Swap no longer has 100% holster speed bonus, but it does still have the plus 165 damage for 3 seconds. Streamlined Form no longer has 60% holster rate bonus, but your slide buff is doubled to 30%, and friction reduction is doubled to 30%. They say this mod is chronically underused, so it easily deserved to be a bit stronger in light of holster changes. There's a reason for that. When you're bullet jumping off of every surface available, you don't need a slide buff. You don't need friction reduction or holster rate boni. Synth Reflex removed the holster speed bonus and reload percent. Oh, Synth Reflex got slapped down. Oh, that's not good. That hurts. I don't use Synth Reflex much. Styanax might take a few minutes for you to get, because again, their servers are under siege. Uh, when you get it, it'll show up in your inbox. It'll tell you if it's not in your inventory already. But they said, I think, to expect upwards of 15 to 20 minutes. Mine was as soon as I logged in, but that was before the servers were under siege. So Synth Reflex removed its 100% holster speed bonus and reload 5% of magazine per second when holstering primary and secondary weapons, and it was replaced with a plus 40% bullet jump for 2 seconds. So that's a huge nerf. Speed Holster, Aura Mod, renamed to Holster Amp, removed the holster rate bonus, and it now deals plus 60% damage for 3 seconds on equip. Primary and secondary dexterity arcanes remove the holster speed bonus, reflex draw, soft hands, and twitch. For conclave, removed the holster rate increase, but they now apply minus 40% weapon recoil and minus 40% spread for 8 seconds. Headshot damage changes. So this is supposed to be the thing that makes single target weapons better. I'm of two minds here. I'm sort of torn. Like, I like a headshot damage boost, but at the same time, I think like a universal punch through for all single target weapons of like 1 meter would probably be better. Because like killing large numbers of enemies, crowd control via murder, is kind of a big deal. So headshot damage changes. During playtesting, the ammo changes alone weren't enough to significantly change things for AoE weapons. Duh. So instead of tightening these values to be overly restrictive, we chose to address other factors that make these weapons so strong, such as headshot damage. Our approach here is twofold: to reduce the impact of headshots for AoE weapons, but also to make precision headshots pack a larger punch. Radial damage no longer gains extra headshot damage or triggers headshot conditions. This is primarily targeted at the Ignis Wraith. As a flamethrower weapon, it's hard to imagine a blanket of elements being precise enough to target weak points specifically. Explosive projectiles themselves can still land headshots, so there is still a reason to aim with most weapons for maximum damage. Increased the base damage multiplier on headshots from 2x to 3x, which is bigger than it sounds. It means precision weapons are more rewarded for skillful usage, leveling the playing field even further. The reason that going from 2x to 3x is larger than it sounds as a buff is because, if memory serves, headshot multiplier takes place pretty far to the end of the damage calculation. So it's a pretty big buff for headshots. There's a bunch of mod rebalances and changes. What have they changed? Actually, there's not a lot. This is for Primed Firestorm and Primed Fulmination. They both used to offer a plus 66% increase in explosive radius, which is being reduced to 44%, matching the increase offered by other primed mods. Primed mods traditionally offer around double the value of base mods, but these two offered tripled value. This change is reflective of the primed mod standard. We were also seeing an influx of players using the Furax with the Amalgam Furax body count mod as AoE weapons have become more and more prevalent. So we removed the plus 20% blast radius on specialized launchers and replaced it with plus 45% fire rate for secondaries. Yay! I didn't use that combination all that often. I did occasionally for giggles, but who has time? I'd rather use a more utilitarian melee weapon. In light of the above changes, we have also buffed the following mods. Reach got boosted from 1.1 to 1.5 meter range increase, and Tactical Pump increased reload speed from 30% to 60%. And now there are Steel Path Void Fissures. I don't know why that's in this section, but it is. And you gain 1 steel essence for every relic you crack, so that's nice. And you can get acolytes and everything. Spear gun tweaks. They've changed the way that spear guns function in game to help increase their viability in missions. So what they've done is they've removed the need to manually retrieve your spear gun once it's been thrown. So now you just hit reload, and it shows up in your hands again, which is great. And they removed the need to charge your spear gun to throw it. So you just do your alt fire and you'll chuck the thing out there. Within the arsenal, charged throw stats have simply become throw stats. Underrated YouTuber. Who? Can't be me. Spear guns have also received new throw animations and updated sound effects on reload, plus a new spear gun category has been added when searching for weapons in the arsenal. I love it. I love it. This is good. So Syndicate Pledging is the next one. So instead of having to equip the dingus, the sigil, for instance, the new Loka, because that's what I'm with. Why am I doing this the hard way? Loka, thank you. Oh god, they don't list the number, so I only have it memorized. So instead of having to equip the sigil, you now go into the menu. I just realized I don't have my tunes playing. No wonder I'm losing my mind and everything sounds friggin' quiet. Sorry. These are not my tunes. These are from video games, because those tend to get dinged less. This is from a game called Entity Researchers, whatever that is. I don't remember. Let's see. So it's some sort of it's a roguelike game. Syndicate pledging. So now you just go to your syndicate and you say, hey, yo, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the new Loka states of wherever. Pledge allegiance to a syndicate to increase your standing with that syndicate and its allies, and earn rewards. You lose standing with syndicates that oppose your pledged ideals, but can rescind your pledge and explore a new syndicate at any time. Basically means you're not forced to have a sigil equipped, or make sure you have the right sigil equipped. This is, how you say, a good change. Why do these all say neutral? Oh, because I'm not allied with them. Okay. So I'm going to go with New Loka. Oh, cool. And it shows that you're allied with Perrin, you're an enemy to Suda, you're neutral with Hexus, and you're neutral with Red Veil. Alright. How did I lose standing with Red Veil? When did that happen? Did I do something stupid like ally with Arbiters of Hexus for some reason? Who knows? I'll fix that at some point. I've got to go around and switch to another one anyway. I could do that now. The reason I haven't is because I didn't have very many relics, so I guess I can switch to Steel Meridian for now. Yeah. Oh, but I'm neutral towards... Yeah, I'll have to do... which is the more optimal route of doing that? Is that doing Arbiters and then... There's an easier way to do that. Whatever, I haven't had to switch in a while. Anyway, I guess I'll go with Steel Meridian for now. Let me get back and just check to see what I can get from these people before I start getting them. There was a brief period of time where I was actually. I'm just gonna go with New Loka because I know where I stand with New Loka. Yeah.
Welcome to our family.
And you can switch it at any time, so it's no big deal. Alrighty. So it's pretty easy. It's just the same as what you were doing before, but you don't have to pick a sigil to do it. That's awesome. There is no downside to this at all. Let's see. Any other little bits, pieces? Let me read through here. Yeah, pledging will gain you the 15% of affinity gain, regardless of rank. Ooh, that's not so bad if you're starting off. Neutral, enemy, or allied. Yeah. Displays it there. We saw that. Riven capacity system. The big change here is that now before you identify a Riven as to what its test is going to be, before you've even unveiled the Riven, before you've completed the challenge, I should say, they basically get stored as a new... It's pretty much like what they did for Railjack equipment, where it's got like a vague, it's this kind of an item of this tier. And that's it. That's all you knew. And then once you selected the item to find out what it was, then it got added to the list. So they've basically done that with Rivens. So when you first get a Riven, all new Rivens obtained are triple question mark Rivens. They're stackable and don't take up Riven slots. The Riven type is revealed, so what weapon it's for, what kind of weapon it's for. Arch gun, rifle, shotgun, melee weapon, that sort of thing, is revealed, but not the challenge. And they're tradable. They're all tradable. Why do they even list that? I don't know. Indistinct is what they call them. Indistinct Rivens. I don't know why they wouldn't just call them indistinct at the top, but they didn't. When it's veiled, it takes up Riven slots. When it's unveiled, it still takes up Riven slots. But you've completed the change, and you can tweak the stats. Basically the way it was before, but with a new step. Let's see here. They tweaked Last Gasp. Okay, so for the Riven thing, the practical upshot of the Riven tweak, I should mention, is that if you hit your Riven cap, which happens, before this change, you basically were locked out of doing sorties, because sorties drop Rivens. Can drop Rivens. So you couldn't do sorties, which was dumb. Now you can do sorties, but you can't reveal what a veiled Riven is until you've opened up room. I think this is fine. It's an improvement. I would prefer the cap to be removed entirely, but that can't be done. I guess. Takes up too much database space, which to me seems difficult to imagine, considering I've worked with databases, but also isn't impossible to imagine. I can think of a few ways to improve that infrastructure off the top of my head, but I don't know how their infrastructure is set up, so I'm not even going to venture. I'm not even going to go there. I don't know. I don't know what they've done on their end. I can think of a few ways, but it would still ultimately at some point take up quite a lot of space, even though it's just text. So they've made changes to the Unairu's passive Last Gasp to improve its convenience and usability. Last Gasp meter now starts at 0% instead of 50%, but there is no initial drain. Instead, drain will set in after a few seconds of not getting any kills. Once the drain has run for a few seconds, it will begin to accelerate. This was intended to address players remaining in Last Gasp indefinitely by timing their kills. Each kill now fills the meter by 1/3, and Eximus kills refill the meter instantly. You can now hold the transference input to return to your downed Warframe, and the UI has been updated to communicate these changes. Removed the get up animation when reviving in Last Gasp, and stopped looping sound when Last Gasp ends. Reduced the spawn animation of Last Gasp. And there's a bunch of changes to Solar Rail Junctions, just to make them seem more important, I guess. Made the difficulty a little less, because they killed you pretty quick, or they could kill you pretty quick, if you weren't ready for them. I know when I was doing Steel Path, I actually got, like, jumped a few times, and I was like, wait a minute. I still don't know if I've done all of them in Steel Path. I sort of don't pay attention. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to be getting to it in a minute. I hope it's fun, because we're just about at the end here. Wow, they actually removed abilities from the Spectres. That's kind of wild. What did they do to gliding changes? Gilding! Oh, yes, yeah. So they made a change to gilding. You basically don't have to do gilding to get the stats, the stat increase from gilding anymore at level 30. However, you still need to gild things like your amps in order to get the mastery from them. I don't know that I like that. Only because I will forget things like that. I'll forget that I haven't gilded something. If that's the case. I know I will. Because I'm like, oh, well, I don't have to worry about the stat boost because the stat's there. And it's like, well, you're not getting mastery. And that's bad, I guess. Says the guy at legendary level 2. There's a they tweaked transference speed. It's faster now. It's much less painful. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. In update 31.5, they made changes to operator transference to make it client authoritative to alleviate the common scenario of latency. After the change was made, players noticed that there was now a cooldown in between transferences that was causing delays. Unfortunately, they make no mention to changing of Void Sling, which is what it is. They appear to have done a tweak to lifesteal as it pertains to Overguard on Eximus units and the like. So now basically lifesteal works. Lifesteal is now intended to work. Everything else appears to be cosmetic stuff, and I'm going to ignore it. Oh, wait, nope, that's a biggie. Operator energy pickups will now be shared with Warframes. Note, this won't affect Warframe mods that trigger certain conditions off energy pickup while in operator mode. Like health conversion. Oh, there you go. They included now a pop-up message on the screen that indicates what Void Relic buff you've gotten. That's cool, because I usually have to hunt for it. Index investment screen has been refreshed and you'll now apply selected themes. Just more detail. That's good. What is financial stress? I don't know. Oh, that's the energy drain. That's the energy drain. I don't do index much. I did some last week because a guy asked me to, and I was like, okay, sure. Let's go. I'll do it. Reduced... Yeah, the rest of this stuff is fairly minor stuff. I'm not going to worry about it. Optimizations, we don't care about those. Yeah, so that's basically it. So there's a lot. There's a lot of changes that have been made. I'm going to have to switch real quick in order to do the sortie. I'd like to do the sortie. I like banging out sorties. Incidentally, what are this week's challenges? 5 Void Angels. Easy. defense reaching wave 20. Easy if everybody cooperates and stays. We're not doing that. Actually, that's an ISO vault. I'll do an ISO vault. I haven't done one of those in forever. Nightmare missions. Easy. 100 enemy kills with a necromech. Goes with Vault Raider. Easy. Void Flood. Real pain in the ass. Clem. Defend an excavator without allowing it to run out of power. Harder than it sounds, but easy. Aim gliding and emote. Okay, well,
Ta-ta, lovelies.
can I do an emote here? Does it have to be in mission? Okay, so I'm going to switch into another frame real quick. What is the sortie out of morbid interest? And then I'll do the Veilbreaker quest.
You're making this too easy.
Survival suck. They take too long. Shotgun only. Okay. Easy, easy, and shotgun only. So let me find a shotgun. Oh, I know what I'm doing. If it's shotgun, it's booby all the way. It's all about the booby. All that booby, son. I didn't even realize that I had a ribbon on there. It's not unveiled. Really? Magnetic? It was Grenier, right? Not Arsenal. I'm gonna keep clicking on that every time. Yeah, it's Grenier. Okay. Oh, Styanax inbox temporarily disabled. Let's see what that says. Probably they're just getting besieged.
Navigation is marked with new invasions.
We can't handle the server load. Alright, so allow me real quick. Who do I want to be today? I don't know. I have to do a spy first. I could do the lazy route and be Octavian. That's good for the mob def as well. Yeah. We're about to do Octavian. Bubonico, I just need to tweak my elements real quick. What do we got here? Toxin magnetic. Well, we don't want toxin magnetic. Viral heat would be ideal, but we can't realistically do that. Let's see. Oh, I've really modded my way into a friggin' corner here. Okay. Alright, this is going to be awkward, but we're going to do it anyway. Action. Swap. Pop, pop. Yeah. I know. Okay, much better. We'll do that. Lightning isn't going to help me at all, but I don't care. We'll go with viral. It doesn't do viral on explosion, does it? Shit, it does viral on explosion. That's why I had magnetic there. You go! Okay. So I'm not gonna revert that change. It was Mark. Yes, thank you. Okay, so that's got us at the viral, the magnetic, the toxin. Magnetic's doing me absolutely zero favors, but I don't care. Whatever, I'll still do big honkin' damage. It's just a sortie. Most of my work is gonna be done from Octavia and anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. This has been a long morning. Enemies are level 40. Oh, that's good to know.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures.
take C? Assuming nobody has already
Watch your
taken it.
step, Tenno. There are severe fluid leaks throughout the ship.
So we're doing this the cheesy way. With Octavia. I don't think anybody's over there. Why does it feel like she's decloaking more frequently than she should? I don't know, I might have the wrong build equipped, but I didn't look.
Stay
Or there's
focused.
just something
There's a
flickering
heavy
and it's
unit
making me
approaching.
think I'm decloaking. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That's why I was sliding. Of course, I can't see where I am most of the time.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now,
Oh, it's this
the
one.
enemy will start destroying data.
This one's easy. Easy, easy, easy. Assuming I get the slide right. And we did, because we're just that good. Boom.
Excellent work.
Boom!
Clean extraction with no alarms. We have everything we came for.
Easy oct,
Get to
easy
extraction.
life. Okay, so what is on my back flashing like that? Is that the Bubonico? It's the Bubonico, okay. That's very distracting, actually. Oh my god, stop. Oh my god, go through the window. Ugh. Oh my god. That was just sad to watch, and I wish it hadn't happened.
Another job well executed.
Easy. Wow, no credits gained from that. Did my credit booster run out, maybe? I'm not even gonna look. I don't care. I'll live. Probably my credit booster ran out. That's fine. I haven't looked at refreshing those in forever. Alright, next is Mob Def. Mob Def is basically where Octavia lives. Octavia lives in Mob Def. Octavia lives everywhere. Octavia is just so good. Like, short a complete rework, she's always, by design, going to be busted. It's just how it is.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of
Did my
locations
energy
going into
color
the
not
network.
get kept?
Be prepared for heavy resistance.
I guess not.
I can't do this without you.
Thank you. And far be it from me to ever say something like, oh, I don't do the meta loadouts. I do. I
Terminal
absolutely
spotted.
do.
Upload me and
I'm
prepare to
gonna
defend.
chuck you down right about there.
I'm in. This will take a moment.
Nah, it's just doing no damage because I'm using magnetic like a complete goon still. That's fine. I wasn't gonna go and go through the effort because my brain is fried right now. I had a long night. Yeah, this is doing no damage at all. That's fine. I don't need it. I don't need it.
Still
I'm
working
Octavia.
on it. Continue to defend. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit.
Yeah, that ammo regen speed is markedly slower. That's okay. Again, I don't think that's a problem. AoE weapons definitely needed a nerf. They just did. Okay, that is doing low damage. What's going on?
We are finished here. Move on. I need access
Oh,
to
because
the terminal. Find one.
I didn't even
Patch
notice
it
the
in.
limbo. I didn't even notice.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position.
I'll put it right around where he is.
This will take a moment.
I
Marines
want to do
inbound.
4-1-3, but that's fine. It's fine. I need to change my energy color so I know that it's me casting. It's fine. I do not have a high strength build on this particular build. This is pure duration. It happens to have some power strength, but it's not a mountain. Jeez, maybe I should go with my status chance Kuva
Still
Cone.
working on it. Continue to defend.
Or, you know, just check this around, at least temporarily. Exodia Contagion being what it is. Oops. Oh, it's because it's not up anymore. Oh, hi! How are things?
That was a close one.
I can just head over to the next one.
Get me in
Oh,
and get ready to defend.
somebody is already there. Oops.
I
Alright,
will
now that I've
tell.
yammered at you
This will take
for however long. What is that aura? Oh, they've got a buff up that I don't recognize. I want it right about here. I don't know that I was in the field when I did that, but it is okay.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Clunk.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh, alright. Nice. Beamed him in the noggin. Nice. Fell through a hole. Oh, there he is, just down there. He did.
The odds were against us,
Oh,
Tenno.
I'm gonna get that,
We did it.
yeah.
Mission complete.
Gonna get that Amber Star real quick. I like Amber Stars. That grenade better not be right under my feet. I'll probably survive it, but then I'll get staggered and I'll take even longer to get where I need to be. Alrighty. Just scooting along here. This soundtrack isn't really doing it for me, to be honest. I may switch to something that does do it for me. But then I'll be busy bopping, dude. I can't play Warframe and bop all the time. Yes, I can. Objective, shoot big gun. Yes, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that a lot. This pleases me. Alright, so the last one is a survival, I think.
Excellent work, Tenno.
Yeah? Yeah. "562% accuracy. Thanks, shotguns." Actually, doesn't the Phantasma count as a shotgun? Stop it. I think the Phantasma counts as a shotgun. Right? Sure, let's pretend it does. I don't remember my Phantasma loadout, to be honest. It's not great. Radiation, gas, magnetic, what the blank? What the expletive deleted? Don't talk about that. Yeah, because really having critical damage is so useful. Yeah. And minus damage to Grenadier. It's not a great ribbon. It's, if we're being honest, it's pretty trash. Pretty trash. But we'll be fine. Because I'm not going to equip it. What was the other shotgun I wanted to use? I might just use the Bubonica and call it a day. Booby, where are you, Booby? And I'm just gonna tweak the elements real quick. Yeah, we want that. It's high status, right? Moderately high status? Pretty high status? Yeah, it's high status. Savvy. Click. Now for the fun part. Which is fitting in all the things I don't have room for. Point blank, yes. And now I have no room for anything else. Cool, cool, kill, 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 kill. What does I get my status to? 102.6? Yes. Yes! Trust me, if you want to win, don't be afraid of damage. Believe in yourself. What am I looking for? Blaze. Looking for Blaze. Boom! That gives me what? Radiation, viral, and cold, which isn't great, but it's fine. Nobody will notice. I won't, because I'm going to probably be our good friend Octavia anyway. Because I'm going to be invisible the entire time, so who cares? It's a survival. Survivals are tedious. Nice. Let's try that again. Once we bang this out, we'll get to the quest immediately afterwards. I'll have to go in with my swag loadout, even though it's not going to be my Warframe. It will be necessary that I don my Excalibur Prime, and Lado Prime, and Skana Prime. I usually use like the Bratton Vandal for a weapon because it's comparatively rare.
You are here to distract the enemy. Trigger the alarm. They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Did you? Thank you. I had to back away from Leah. That's better. Oh yeah, the ammo regen time on this is certainly taking a hit. But that's okay. It means it's slightly less spammable. That's not a bad thing. Alright, I even notice.
Hey dreamers, we are up and ready to party.
Did I forget to equip? No, this is doing a lot of hits. Oh, I didn't equip Vigilante munition, or whatever it is, the multi-shot. That's less essential for this, so I don't mind. I do mind missing one out, though. It's pretty sad.
Tenno, prepare for life support. I've delivered a life support capsule to the area.
Alright, this is... Oh, it's only 10 minutes. I thought it was 20. I was really worried, because I was like, I don't want to have my soul drained for 20 minutes. But if it's 10 minutes, it's easy. I forget some of these little things sometimes. It's one of the disadvantages of having been with the game since shortly after its inception. Like, early-ish closed beta. Technically, the account I'm on is not from when I first played the game. So if you were to look how long I've been playing, it shows a shorter time, but that's okay. That's when I got my Founders Pack for this one. That's adequate. That's killing things. This is also Sortie. Sortie at one point in time was a moderately high standard for difficulty, or a moderate standard for difficulty. But Steel Path happened, and now Steel Path is basically where all the hard stuff is. The Steel Path and what's it called? Frasum. The thing, you know, with the spaceships, Railjack enemies. Oh no! Railjack enemies are the gold standard now. Railjack Steel Path, if you could do it. Is the gold standard. Although I think one of those buffs overlaps the other. Don't quote me on that. It's been a long time since I tried that. Normally I wouldn't even bother deploying my two, but I figure that way I'm covering most of this place a bit more easily. Yeah, it's putting in work. It's not perfect. It'll do. I do feel like using the primary fire, the Monaco, feels a little better now because it takes so long to regenerate the massive amount of ammo consumed by doing the alt fire. That using it as a stopgap feels a bit better than it used to, which is good. So yes, because I've been with Warframe for so long, I can say things like back in my day. Back in my day! I use this example all the time. Back in my day, you weren't guaranteed a drop from a boss for a Warframe component. Indeed, they were objects that dropped from their corpse. Practical upshot of which, or downshot if you prefer, was that, naturally enough, I forgot to re-up my cloak. I keep forgetting this. I haven't played Octavia in a few minutes. Practical downshot of which was that if someone decided to kill the boss near a bottomless pit, or if the game just decided it fucking hated you, pardon my French, I like seals, well, that item drop would just fall through the gosh darn ground, and you'd be assed out. It wasn't great. Took me like better part of 6 months to farm up Ash as a result. Way back. This is way back in 2012, transitioning into 2013. This is eons ago. This is back in me farming for Ash was 2013. Papa. I agree, dude. I feel that way too. Most days, in fact. Hey, how's it going? Oh, you're dead. Okay. Yeah. Still don't have Steinax. Yeah, they posted a love note in the news feed that says that they've disabled the inbox messages for that temporarily. So after this, I will show off. Well, after I do the quest, I'll do some rounds as Steinax. Try and suss him out, see what he does well, or doesn't do well, as the case may be. Boom. You no longer have legs. 3 minutes. I'm gonna wait till that drops below 60. Okay, 2, 1, 3, 4. I want to do 4, 1, 2, 3, but sometimes it gets locked up on itself for some reason. Hey, how's it go? Wow, that is a dead Nox. Okay. Sometimes I forget that my stuff is strong. I didn't expect him to die from that. See, back in my day, actually Noxes still are pretty durable, but it feels like I'm killing them rather effortlessly. I'm not totally certain why or how. Because I don't have what I would call an optimized loadout by any stretch of the imagination. How did you get up here so fast? It teleports, I know.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Oh, that's right, I have no melee weapon. Oh, there we go. That is... And that didn't do very much. Why am I killing Noxes faster than heavy gunners? What is going on? Is it an armor type thing? It's probably an armor type thing. I thought they had the same armor type. And then Noxes had the additional damage reduction on top of that. I'm just having a moment, don't mind me. I'm better than this most days. The problem is, the days where I'm not better than this are the days that I'm streaming, so... Every friggin' time! If you're gonna see me at my waist, it's when I'm streaming. Because I'm either tryharding or not tryharding enough. It's just the way things go. Oh my gosh, lead your shots, Frag. What is going on? Now let them reload. It's blue. Da-da-dee-da-da-da. It's a bad joke, and I regretted it. I'm going to poke over here and see if there's an exit. I don't think there's going to be an exit from this room to get to extraction. I think it's going to be back the way I came, at a guess. Because there's not one up here, I don't think. Yeah, I'm going to head over this way, because there is not an exit over there. I thought I was holding slide. I was not.
Life support activated.
Shanked. So, and a guess is probably back
ready,
this way.
Go to
Yeah.
extraction.
Good. 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 Excellent. Proceed as scheduled. Hoop hop. Hui! Alright, now we just wait for the rest of the gang. There we go. What did we get?
Mission complete.
Please don't be
Excellent
Kuba.
work, Tenno.
Ah, we got a Raven Riddle mod. Cool. Ribbon mod. Neato, friend, Dito. That's fine. I'm not a big fan of Rivens. I don't like the kind of power creep they brought. These Archon crystal things, whatever they're called, I think are a slightly better one because they've got a fairly set pool of things they can have. Admittedly, that's still power creep of a pretty flagrant fit. It's power creep. Love it or leave it. Jelly show off, there you are. This is not a very good build, but it is just, you know, weapons. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn my music on. Off to... Don't show me new stuff. I never want to see new stuff. Never do that again. Why don't I have galvanized aptitude on here? I have no earthly idea. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, these aren't joke builds. Is this a joke build? This is a joke build. Okay, non-joke build. Less joke build. There we go. That's the one. Let's swap that with config A. Thank you. Much better. Alrighty. Now, let me just double check my Exalted Blade to make sure that is not a joke build either. It appears to not be a joke build. We're going to mute that. We're going to hit escape. We're going to hit escape again. We're going to go to options. We're going to go to audio. We're going to turn up music volume to around there. Yes. Good. Very nice. Fantastic. We're gorgeous. Look at us. We're so handsome. And let's bang out Veilbreaker. Why not? Oh, yeah, let me read the love note they have here. Styanax inbox temporarily disabled. Of course, it's through Steam. Tenno, we have had to temporarily disable the free Styanax inbox message on all platforms, as we're seeing reports of players getting multiple messages. We'll update this thread once we have reached a resolution, and the inbox returns for those who have not received it yet, and all future new logins for the duration of the celebration giveaway. Yay! Doesn't apply to me, I got it.
Orders has been counting
Good for
stars,
me.
operator. All accounted for.
Alright, so let's bang out Veilbreaker and then we'll do some Styanax antics. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I could probably turn up my sound a little more. Audio balance is a continuing fight for me for the last however many years. Feedback is important. Yep, Call does look like he's been messed up pretty bad. That's the usual. So the Entrati are giving a chat. That's interesting. Oh, movie time. Yeah, I could definitely stand up and crank up my audio a bit. I'll do that afterwards. He doesn't like hats. Okay, we viewed the cinematic. I have done everything I need to do that, right? Yes.
Nora Knight keeps saying Narmer isn't dead. Someone new is at the top. All she knows is a name. Hazul. Well, guess what, Tenno? I have a lead. I detected a dot code signal broadcast from inside a Murex. It only says one thing over and over again. Need reinforcements. It's probably one of the freedom fighters Nora keeps talking about. If they made it into a Murex, they have to know about Pazul. Come on, Tenno, say you'll help.
Okay, so we're gonna go bully some things because that's what we're built for. All right, I was gonna change my operator energy colors to make sure those stick, so that I actually know what I'm dealing with. Appearance, energy colors. Where are you? Yeah, oops. It's definitely those colors. Let me switch that and then switch it back. That one, right? I think. Switch that. Just so they're switched. And maybe it'll stay. Hurry! I don't remember which purple it was, so I'm going to assume it was that one. It might be the darker one. It's fine. Either way. Why do I have electrical jumping? I should not have electrical jumping. I thought I changed from the joke loadout. Or do I have it on both? I do, because I have the room. Okay, neat. Neato. Yeah, we'll keep the Brat and Vandal. Why not? Why not? We'll be fine. What? We'll be fine. I'm going to make sure I'm set in solo mode for this. It's just some sentience. What's the worst that can happen, right? Right? Why isn't anybody responding? No. Hey, guys?
Whoa,
Guys?
the inside of a murex. Organic scaffolds,
Wow.
node-based
Never been to one of these before.
circulation. But on a scale I never thought possible. The
Okay, I
medicinal
know I
work
scanned these,
means
but
I'm
alright.
scanner blind in here. Knock it out, and I'll pinpoint the location of our messenger.
It
While
was
I
a
sent to the
ruse.
system, I was
You're
ready
fool.
to do something, anything. But no, the family said we had to guard the heart of Deimos. I spent the entire war laying low
Oh,
in
heck
the
with this.
necrolis,
Let's do this the easy way.
listening to Noranites talk about those brave few fighters who were out there doing exciting things. Not this time.
Yo, remember when Warframes were intended to be like the hard counter for everything, everything sentient? I remember. Those days were not that long ago. Whatever. Suffice it to say, here we are now. The defenders of the universe. That stings. Don't stagger me like that. It's a bad touch. Oh, fine. Be set in your ways, foolish mechanical vermin. I am the Destroyer, and my name is... guy who's thwacking you to death with an energy stick. Enjoy that. Yeah, tastes good? Tastes good? Yeah? Yeah? Well... You shouldn't have tried to make me think that, that a circuitry box or an alloy drum was anything other than an alloy drum, but you made me distrust my surroundings in a, frankly, psychological terroristic fashion, and I don't appreciate it. And I'm going to destroy you. You're all dead. All yous. Every single one. Is this mod a ruse? Yeah, that weapon swap speed improvement is, whew, that is spicy. I'll never say spicy like that again. Ooh, did actually arc down properly. That was cool. I keep saying I'm gonna increase the audio volume. Give me a sec. No, you just obviated all of that. Good work. Alright, things are gonna be a bit loud now. Whatever. I'll have to talk over it. It switches so quickly, I'm not actually accustomed to it. This is going to be a bit of an adjustment. It's a very positive change. It makes me feel better, okay? That was weird.
Tenno, I think that's the central hub of the Medusa network. Without a scanner feed, you'll need to figure out how to disable it
burns.
on your own.
Shoot it with the shootables. I didn't see where it wound up. No, seriously, where'd it wind up? I feel dumb, so give me a minute. I'll just redo it. Did it just vanish, or do I have to kill a thing? Oh, it was over there. I have a tiny brain. Don't worry about it. Just use these at least. I have no idea where that one is. That was sad, and I apologize. That was
That's
like
it.
games journalist
Triangulating
level
distress beacon.
inadequacy, and I'm so
There.
sorry.
The signal originates from the other side of the Murex. I hope they're not too frightened to talk.
This is kind of a glass cannon build, so it is fragile. We'll be fine though, because now it's practically scripted, I assume. I like that.
Don't be afraid. We're here to...
Call not afraid. Call need brothers. Queen said, blue girl?
that rat? I can't believe I expected to find out who Pazul is. I'm an idiot.
Call no Pazul.
Excuse me?
Call need gun. Find call gun. Call tell about Pazul.
Of course. Call, was it? There. Marking a weapon signature.
They have weapon signatures now? Cool, I guess. Oh yes, this is a reduction in my mobility. Can I do that in midair? No, I cannot. This is slow. Okay. No. This'll be a minute. I'm gonna avoid those. He said as he got jumped anyway.
Need blood!
Why do I need blood though?
Call use cover.
I don't know what my 3 is. I assume 1 is grenades. Boomy handbox.
Ooh.
You got your gun, and I will guide you out of here.
Not
but
quite John
first,
St. John,
I need you
as
to
Duke
tell
Nukem.
me about the Zool.
Call find brothers. You help. Then talk.
Brothers? Brothers was not what we agreed to. You said gun. I got you your gun. Now tell me about Pazul.
Find brothers. Then talk.
A shrewd negotiator. Use them or lose them, right?
That all you got?
I haven't used the Grakata in a while, so please be patient.
Ugh, perfect. The field your brother is locked in is entangled with complex restraints. Get close. I'll use your signal to target a dissipation beam.
Call know what to do.
I want the Grakata that, like, deletes sentience like this. It's pretty funny. With no damage resistance problems, either. Hello?
Take cover! Call taking fire! Blue girl need call in that spot. Try shoot through this. Eat this. Brother, wake up. Call give orders now. Come.
A blockage? Not even a brutish Grenier fist can punch through that. Think.
Blue girl, stop think. Call see Rog has bomb.
Okay, that's nice. Did I go too far ahead? Oh.
Call
Okay.
in charge.
It's a bit
Go.
more streamlined than I expected.
Call see you.
Grenier are good at destroying things. Shocking.
Blue girl, where others?
Grenier have a lot of brothers, Call. They're not all going to fit aboard my friend's lander.
Get bigger ship.
Scans show what appears to be a Grenier dropship, but it might not even be operational.
Call make work. First, find all brothers.
Not sure I'm supposed to get up to those.
I don't know how, but
There we go.
you need to find a way across.
Call 180. Same tube. Hellion pack.
So that's how they're gonna do it. That's fine.
How hard could be?
How hard would be? Yes, I too have played Duke Nukem 3D.
This one's just a corpus.
You burn!
I'm gonna let him out
Weakling.
anyway.
Call know what Veil like. Nobody deserved Veil. Cover! Need to get in position.
Hold tight, Call. Just a little bit longer.
Blunt in place. Call need to be in 2 places. Go to place.
Okay, so he hops over here. That's fantastic.
That Grenier mercy.
Come on. There we go. I thought I left click before. I did not. Tiniest brain. It's okay. Shergrek, Lotus language name, Narmer prisoner, Corpus prisoner, title 333. Nice to know. Honestly,
Kutora.
we're gonna screenshot that sucker. He's a good boy.
Move out, brother. Burn you out! Need to get in position. Move!
You wanna get down there, friend? Okay. Don't then.
You fight like two grunts. Go, 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 go! Need to split up. Call go there. Brother go there. Call, feel that. For the queens.
That's everyone. Can we go now? Ship marked.
No. Queens, abandon us. Fight for brothers now.
Does it want me down below or over there, huh? Sure looks like it wants me to go down here. Maybe they link up, I don't know.
You're coming up on the Volcord, and of course, it's held in place by a tether node. I devised an 8-step plan to evade security and gain access. Step 1.
No time, blue girl.
Oops.
Call do. Can brother bomb node thing? Push through pain. You move now.
Oops. Here, have some space drugs.
They hit calm hard.
Oh, it is obvious. Someone want to take care of this problem here? Thank you. So, obvious glowing thing number 3. Where are you? 4, whatever. Or do I just tell them to please kindly blow this up?
Go
Yep.
where call says. More wound, more scar.
was
fight for
obvious.
no queens. We fight for brothers.
Wait, how did it get over there? That's mildly confusing. That's fine.
I can pilot this thing remotely, but I need you to man the guns. That tether node still has a grip on you. Take it out.
Yeah, I really liked sharegrak, comma, space, slash lotus, slash language, slash normal prisoner, slash
Make
corpus
any
prisoner,
more
title
stops,
underscore
and you risk
333.
everyone you
He's a lot of
already
fun.
saved. And you still haven't told me about Azul.
Blue girl have brother? Would she leave him to die?
Yes.
You're loyal. I'll give you that. Plotting a course to the second Narmer holding facility. Hold on tight.
My gang is not with me. I goofed.
Hull integrity dropping!
I can't turn any farther than that, apparently. Okay.
Losing control! Call!
Brothers, get out!
They'll be fine. We're dead.
It over. Call tell you about Pazul.
Not now, Call. I'll see if there's another way to get you and your brothers out of here.
Take big gun indeed. Yes, this will serve my purposes adequately. Shoot me again, you knave. Oh, and I can fly?
You next.
That recoil screen shake's pretty serious, but alright.
Night. Call. Not stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. What is this? Oh, it's a buddy? Is it a pal? Is it a friend?
Blue girl need call in that spot. Armor not hold.
Tried to tell my allies to get up, but it targeted an enemy instead, which is cute. I can live with that.
Must send brother to other spot. You go there. Brother, get up. We go now.
There's another one, right? Yeah.
More ahead. Blue girl need call in that spot. Need to split up. Call go there. Brother go there. Take position. Your brothers, wait.
Call, I've called in a favor. Get to the hangar and you just might live. Railjack, just up ahead.
Tenno. Brothers trust Call. And Call trust you. Brothers, get in. What's one? You all done? Save teleport for wounded. Call walk.
Okay, so they teleported away. That's cute. Swoosh. We don't talk about how they're able to breathe. I guess there's atmosphere in these. Which is nice, I suppose. He's got a big noggin.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Yeah. Tenno.
Call, this is Blue Girl. Did my friend get you all set up?
Tenno is friend. Call tell Blue Girl about Pazul. Body is dead worm. Head like animal.
Dead worm. Is that all?
What more to know? Want kill Pazul? Find brothers. Break veils. Kill Narmer. That what Call do.
Fine, I'm in. We'll get more done working together. Face it, that rat. You need me.
If Narmer make veils, Call and Blue Girl. Break them.
Okay. So I guess we have to have a little chat with our friend here. Or, you know, I can just bounce the wrong way because the HUD is deceptive. Thank you, HUD, and your update icon. Hi, how are things? Yeah, I've been around a while. Yeah, probably like 10 years older than you are, yeah. You're like 2?
Who helped Grenier today? Not Queens. Not Vahek. Only Tenno and Blue Girl help brothers. Other brothers still have veil. Call break veils. Call help them. Like you help Call. Call not afraid. Who helped Grenier today? Not Queens. Not Vahek. Tenno and Blue Girl help brothers.
So they're doing
Other
the
brothers
same
still
line
have
again?
veil.
Okay.
So Call break. This camp little, but soon it get big. You see. Call not afraid. And now, Call not alone.
Cute. Short but sweet. Check back in a week.
Good luck against
Okay.
Archon.
Peace. Alright, so we're gonna not do that. We're gonna change our loadout real quick so that we're... you know what? We'll do it for the swag. So, that is for all 3 as I recall. Garuda gets a boost. Stug, Pennant, and Velox get a boost. I don't actually care. So I'm just gonna. I'll be fine. Watch me get downed like every 5 seconds because it's open world. Because of course it is. Need fluid.
The fastest way
I'm
to
still
locate
on
the
solo.
source archons.
Abort! I am gonna need this to be a team effort. If mission failed counts for the whole thing, I'm gonna
Inbox, operator.
cry.
They are not as encrypted as they should be.
Helminth Archon Shard segment blueprint. Thank you for giving that to me so I can get that building immediately. Wah! Thank you. And I do have the resources, which is good. How long is that? That is 24 hours. Well, we'll wait. Wow, 130 something enemies? Yikes. Okay. This is gonna sting. This is gonna be I'll use a bit of a emasculation. I'm gonna look bad. That's okay. It's okay. I know what I am.
The fastest way to locate Azul's archons is to
No.
upload me
Operator
to
colors are
Narmer's
borked.
systems. I shall be strong where he was not. Location reached.
Liking the
Drop me
guitar
in
riffs for
and
this.
defend our
It's
position.
very nice. Are you here over there?
I'm in Tenno.
That's really fragile. Why is that so badly damaged? Not ideal.
It has developed immunity to your attacks. Try something
Yeah. I'm teleporting around a lot.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Difficulty with this build is it is a more than a bit of a glass cannon. I don't have any real durability other than adaptation, I think. Which only works so far. You have to be able to take some hits to make that work for you. I keep indicating that I don't have a bunch of these armor dudes scanned. I don't know.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend.
Yes, please. Thank you.
I'm in Tenno. This will take a moment.
Have a nice day.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I am having to keep an eye on my energy, but that's not so bad.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
That's bad. That's bad.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend. Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
Did you not have blast gas? I knew this would happen. Whatever, I'll just go in prepared. No need for swag. 93% of the damage dealt. That's unfortunate, considering I had a desperately suboptimal build. This is fine. I'm not going to say it had anything to do with mastery rank. It probably did not. Alright, so Jelly Show Off, gone. We don't need you. We can go with, if it's mob def, and we mostly just need to make things die fast. We could just take a launcher and see how that goes, like the Kuva Ogress. We'll keep the Latum for now. I'll go with, who do I want to swap to? Do Zaku. I haven't done Zaku in a hot minute. Let me just double check my builds here real
Well
quick.
put together, operator.
I'm gonna tweak
Now
the
get
volume
out
down
there
as
and
well.
Cut down the...
Yes.
and
I
make the
think
Lotus
that's
proud.
it. I think that's it. Yeah. Good enough. Let me just tweak my volume ever so slightly. I haven't done a Zaku build in forever, so please be patient.
Locate Pazul's archons is to upload me to Narmer's systems. I shall be strong where he was not.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our
Good
position.
enough. How many did I grab? 9?
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
It's a pretty hefty limbo bubble. I approve. Does that get us up to 16? Yes, I think it can go higher. Oops, there we go. Let's keep that active.
Sentient fighters can adapt to your attacks. Hit them with something else.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put ammo mutation on this Ogress if I don't have it there already. And I don't think I do. I don't. That's okay.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
Here we go.
Here is a terminal.
This isn't a spectacularly high damage Zaku build. It's not ideal. It's also not bad.
This will take a moment.
I do still have 16. Good. Wow, okay.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh, we need to revive his booty.
Still working on it. Continue to defend. We are finished here. Move on.
Tenno, my readings indicate an increasingly dense neural network beneath the forest floor. This can only mean one thing. The Silver Grove is nearby.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Oh, okay. I goofed. What did I get? 13. I just need a couple more. There we go.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I don't see this on my box. Okay.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Must have 16 because it's not letting me recast.
I have the icons
much better. I hesitate to say something like easy game, easy life, but, you know, easier anyway. You know what? Switch to some actual, like, early aughts, 90s electro. Or avant-garde. What is the second mission? Narrowing down Archon Boreal's location from the data card. Keep an operative alive. It's a defense. Okay. Oh. Get your Zontaras out in chat, boys and goyles.
Their wideband scans should reveal Narmer's purpose in this sector.
And what is your purpose, Natal? Would you sign only to be wet-nosed easy to treat apes? Which of us truly wants to save the other?
That was 9. That's not bad, but not great. And that should be all the rest. I am going to prep my Leighton the easy way. Shooting corpses in heads. Is it cheating? Probably. Is it the way you're intended to do that? Gosh, no. Is it the way I'm doing it? Oh, you betcha. You bet you're sweet to be happy. Until they patch it out. It might be client only. I'm not sure if that trick works in general. I am not. I didn't want to do that. Please give me back my gun. I don't need them shooting at things. Oh, hey, it kept the incarnate form. Neat. I can change my color scheme to be something different, but that's okay. Actually, I'll leave my incarnate form for now. I'm not going to burn ammo on it. Haven't played Zaku in a while, so I'm getting like back into the rhythm. Wow, that's interesting. Oh no. I'm confident that we're not going to get one of the Tau forged variants. That would be too much to hope for. But we'll see what we get out of the end. I'm not sure who I want to use for the actual boss. I may switch things up for that. Probably Titania. Titania makes a lot of things a joke. Or Mag. Mag is good. Mag's great for bosses. Mag is... Mag scales beautifully for bosses. Mag is the boss killer. The only things she doesn't work on are anything that's got like that's a large target with specific location damage that you have to do, like the Jackal. How about those bosses tend to be pretty pathetically easy anyway, so. Not exactly a great big hairy deal. I don't even remember what Zaku's 3 does. I know it's got 3 different modes, one of which armor breaks, one of which amps damage, and the other I think is just damage. Yeah, this ammo change definitely feels like it was a positive one for launcher weapons. Oh my gosh, I did it again. I lost track of time. Okay, much better. It's a lot of energy drain, but we'll be fine. We got how many? Didn't get any. Got 2. Okay, let's fix that. Need to fix that. Come on. There we go, that should do it, right? Yeah, there we go. It's not exactly bucket loads of damage. It's one of the reasons I don't really like Zaku's building for Zaku's 2. But it does allow you to keep shooting out damage when you're not able to with your guns, so I don't dislike it. I'm just not, you know, super enamored. Caught it relatively early at least. Don't give them a gun, please. It's bad for them. They will walk everywhere if you give them a gun. Gaze in. I don't know chance. I don't really need it here. Six more waves. This could take a while. That did not go where I thought it was going. Oh well. That's okay. That's okay. We take our failures in stride here on Warframe Wednesdays with Fraggoth. Because if we don't, we'll lose our gosh darn minds. Or just be really depressed all the time. I don't know. One of the two. probably couldn't tell what was going on there unless you've done it yourself, but that's me abusing, what is it? Exodia Contagion. This thrown projectile from the Zaw thing. You get it from Plague Star. It's really good. Big damage. I have high crit. It's strong. Used to be you could do a bullet jump toss and then a double jump toss, but now you can only do one, not two. Which I find mildly frustrating, but it needed the nerf probably because it's absurdly powerful. It was putting most thrown weapons to shame. Still kind of is, to be honest. Mine is a crit build as opposed to a status build. I have another weapon for a crit build, which uses that one Zaw Arcane, the one that does on status effect. You have like a chance to do like 200% damage in a radius around you. So I have a very high status Zaw weapon. Works rather handily. I completely forgot about my buffs. Have I mentioned that I haven't played Zaku in a hot minute? How many did I get from that? 6? That's low. I want low, I want high. Get me... Don't finish that sentence, Frag. Got 9. Gotta be getting close. 13. Let me find some more units here. Good enough.
The lords of Tau.
I think.
Below,
15.
my people. Below them, yours. And I shall serve as shepherd and minister.
Whatever you say, dude. Man's being a goat. Not the greatest of all time, but an actual goat. That's how we do here. I see someone calling something the goat, I will bleat. Get accustomed to it. Or you won't, it's fine. Oh, did it again. Keep forgetting. Keep getting complacent. There we go. 2 casts, got it back. Nice. These are 3. I don't actually know what my 3 is. It's a very long line of pink. Oh, is that for me? Shoot, I think that might have been for me. I do have a high range build, so that could be it. But I don't know what that does offhand. I have to re-look at Zaku's 3 because I forget literally all the time. Have I mentioned I don't play Zaku very much? Yeah, I don't. Oh, just recast that. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Damage levels on Saint aren't exactly impressive from this. It could be that they've got a lot of armor. Oh, why did I cast off? I didn't. I toggled the cast off. I think I was trying to hit my operator button. Clunk. Ah, heck with this. Leighton, the Baddie Slayer. Almost done, and then we can fight the boss, so we'll see how that goes. To say I'm optimistic is slightly overstating the issue. That's not ideal. Where is your blue revivable booty? I'm going to hope someone got it. I think they did. Splendid. If you aim there, Frag. Yeah. I didn't see. I don't know. It stinks. Oh, I have 16. Nice. So because Zaku's Zata's Whisper ability double dips with the 50% chance to do 2000x damage from the incarnate form of the Leighton and the machine gun rifle variant, and as well the shotgun, but the shotgun's incarnate form is an active downgrade in almost every conceivable way, so we don't talk about it. I don't know when they're planning on improving that. Hopefully sometime soon. Quick. There we go. Maybe 16 already? 13. Oh, yeah, 16. Probably. Here's the number again. I have a lot of buffs and they keep shifting around on the screen, so I keep not seeing them and I'm not sure where they are all the time. Speed buff, 73, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. 73 for the speed buff means it's like what? Or no, it's a 49%. That's 73 for the health. That's actually pretty bad. You can do a lot better than that. I have a not exactly maximized build, and I'm getting like 120 HP per second and 80%, I think, attack speed. Okay, I still only have one grasp of the lock.
They got me. Shadow. Help.
The T-posing on death thing hopefully will get resolved at some point. It's a bit distracting and confusing. Harvey.
We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
Poor goat boy. Alright, so I think I am going to shift to Titania. And I'm going to go with my easy build, I think. Because I've got two core builds. The other one I think is an all-rounder. Yeah, it's a range build. I don't know what's going on there. I've got Sustain and Strength. Strength is cool because it's extremely strong. I've got Zata's Whisper, I've got Spellbind, and Razorwing. Both my Strength and Sustain builds have Razorwing Blitz. It's really good. On Strength, I have Arcane Pistolier on Pistol Headshot Kill, 60% chance for 102 ammo efficiency for 12 seconds. My Sustain build, however, has Energized Munitions to do the same thing, more or less. And then I have Arcane Precision for a bit of extra damage on Headshot. They're both pretty good. I would take off Arcane Energize on this one, but I need it to keep the buffs up. It's expensive, they don't last all that long, and I don't have mountains of energy. I do have 744 energy, but I'll blow through that very quickly, particularly against a boss. So I'm going to go with the Sustain build because it's a lot easier to, sustain. More or less as you'd have figured. Orokin. Where are you? Fenmore. We can go with the Fenmore. Fenmore's
Well,
okay.
together, operator. Now get out there and
Cut down the...
make the Lotus proud.
Alright, so let's bully a boss. This should be fun. Going for the Owl one. Archon Boreal. Actually, I'm gonna have to make this the last thing I do because I have to run. I wanted to do Styanax. I'll play with him some over the week, and I'll try and come up with some intelligent builds.
He cares nothing for the twisted servant that carries him. The being I once called my brother. Destroyed Boreal. And there is why it may become clear again.
I'm gonna let my energy continue to go up a bit. And now 2, 4, 1, 1, 1, 3, and we are cruising. Because Energized Munitions does not have perfect ammo efficiency, you still can blow through it. Especially at high Razor Wing Blitz, as you have just seen. But it is better than not having it at all. Neat. Okay, we're fine.
Strike fast, use cover, and do not let him heal.
It's a rather durable lad. They're actually letting me unload a bucket of bullets in this poor guy. Do you have the... Here's a quest. Wow, gives you an excuse to really have high damage weapons. This is kind of wild. I like it. I feel I'm gonna just stay away from that. I don't know what's going on there. Ooh. That's good too. That's only a stray. Something I'm supposed to be shooting in the meantime? Oh, I'm just not hitting their midsection bottle things. Skip the cutscene, so I have no idea what was happening there. I'm going to transform so I can get more juice, because I actually need it. Noggin. I lost their noggins. Is this a spy mission? Oh, you know what this reminds me of? I'm gonna go with the other guy, because this reminds me of the old Trials. And please trust and believe, I am down with that. I'm going to have to go... just so I can get my ammo back. I've got that weapon out. Let me switch to that in case I run into some enemies so I can get some headshots. Even if it's against dead bodies. Don't you know? You don't have a head. You do. See that noggin, boy. Transform the weapon. I am going to go with buffs instead.
The deacon is invulnerable. Take down his flock first, then him.
Where are you? Get flocked. I can't pick that up. I didn't check to make sure I had the right Dex Pixia loadout, but I'm pretty sure this is the one. I'm doing heat and viral. This is probably it. Gotcha, guys.
Perusal promises his Namur cultists a new creation. I do not know how much of that comes from the lands and things of Tau, and how much from Era's dreams, the kingdom of his own throne.
Oh, no, wrong way. Here we go. I'm going to get my buffs back. Shit. Alright, we're good. I just have to find... Oh, I'm at it. Good. Not touching that. Come on, shoot through it. We're okay for energy. I don't care about my actual razor flies, that's not a problem. Ever so slightly spongy, don't you think? It's straightforward. I assume that's the problem dealt with? Yeah?
L'Oreal
Yeah.
is down. Narmer's spine eyes have been torn out. Excellent work.
Clong. They've rung the dinner gong. Ah, shoot, now I'm hungry. Yes, got it. We have now shrunken. So we got an Azure Archon shard, which is cool. It was not the Tau forged, but that's not exactly a shock. And so, if memory serves, those are defensive. I won't be able to do anything with it just yet. Have to find out the optimal way to kill those. I don't know that I was doing it optimally, but we did get some work done on it, so it was not all bad. Being a boss, probably most abilities, I was going in with the assumption that most abilities don't properly target it. So I'm not going to be able to equip this. because I don't have the thing yet. But we'll have it tomorrow, and I'll fiddle around with it and see what happens. Alrighty. This also means that every week I can do one of these Archon things and always be making some headway. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in to all who tuned in. I'm sorry about the problems that Brennan Lewis was having. Whatever they were. Thanks for tuning in. I do this every week at on Warframe Wednesdays, starting at about 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, where I do some Warframe for a couple hours. I also have other streams throughout the week. I've got a Mecha Mondays stream where I do something giant robot related or mecha adjacent. And I also have a free read Fridays stream where I read short stories and indeed entire novels aloud. Right now we're about 3/4-ish of the way through Under Pressure, or The Dragon in the Sea by Frank Herbert. Yes, that one. Kind of the exact opposite of Dune in most respects in terms of setting, but actually quite similar in terms of certain thematic overlap in terms of resource control and the like. Alrighty, with that, I got a scoop. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one. Stay safe, stay sane, and be decent to each other. See you all later. Thanks again.